In the latest news out of Grover Beach, the city is planning on changing city codes to allow food trucks to park on both public and private property. But there are some things the city has to account for. During the pandemic, food truck owners were able to operate on Grand Avenue, but they had to get permits and were limited everywhere else. KSBY's Aaron Fay has more on how the city wants to change that and make brick and mortar restaurants part of the equation.
We don't take away from our valued brick and mortar restaurants who have been through a lot as well over the past year.
Right now, there are city codes prohibiting most food truck activity on public and private property. During the pandemic, they got temporary permit, but they were so successful that the city is planning to change the rules. The new ordinance
Specifies that a property owner can operate a food truck or more than one food truck at any given time.
But they told us they have to be mindful of another business hit hard during the pandemic, restaurants.
Are struggling with getting enough staffing and having to pay leases or to pay mortgages on properties they own. And we understand that. That's where we want to make sure that food trucks complement our restaurants, and they may bring in some different dining choices.
One of the ways they are considering to protect both industries is to prevent food trucks from parking in front of restaurants.
There are certain parameters that we're contemplating, such as all of the merchandise has to be self-contained within the vehicle, to make sure that they provide trash bins and that they take place on paved parking lots, not on a dirt parking lot.
Aaron Fay, KSBY News.
The city of Grover Beach said part of the reason they are proposing this ordinance is the different cuisine, diversity of business, and the following the food trucks gained during the pandemic.